Oh man, what's the business? You already know what time it is. It's your folk Marquise, man. And welcome to another episode of That's Right, Here It Come. Playing Maturity, man. That's right, Playing Maturity. Here at Playing Maturity, we're here to deliver a message of maturity to millennials and their manners in the effort to create the perfect citizen. So check this out, man. I'm super excited. I pray that you all found a lot of value last month in our Black History Month tribute here at Playing Maturity, man. I got some good feedback by the folks that were checking out the videos, and they said, bro, good message, keep it coming, so forth, so on. So that's very motivating to me as I press forward to fulfill my calling, man. So this month is a brand new month. For those who may not know, I was sharing with some folks, I got a new product dropping today. I rebranded a product that I already released, so I got a new book dropping. That'll be April the 1st. And if I'm done sooner and everything looks solid sooner, then we're gonna just rock on out and drop it before then. So today's message I want to bring to you is the name of the campaign as well as the new product, man. And that's Think Different, Live Different. So in Think Different, Live Different, it's a whole shift in your mindset. It's a whole shift in the way that you think and you operate. I'm so grateful sometimes by the way the Lord leads me to these various different places around the city to check out the background. As y'all know, I'm right here in the heart of the city, man. I enjoy coming out just to see the beauty of my city and let y'all see it for those that's not in Richmond. But I was amazed that I was led to such a view. Check this out. So here we got two pathways. We got a pathway going down. You like that switcheroo, right? You got a pathway going down, you know what I'm saying? And y'all can't see it, but behind you, it's a single path. But the single path comes into a double path, or like they like to say, a fork in the road or a split decision. You got to make a choice. So you got a path coming straight, going to my left, well, my right, your left, and it's going down. But then you got a path going this way, and it's going up. And this is the interesting thing about this, like you can't make this up, man. And I'm so grateful again to the Lord for leading me to stuff like this. The pathway going this way, there's no resistance. You're going down. If anything, it's easier to go down than it is to go up. So as you keep going this way, as you can see probably from the angle of the camera, you're going down. So ain't no resistance. But in order to elevate and go up, it's amazing. Like the pathway this way, it's going a totally different direction, but it's elevated. Ain't a little bit. That's a nice incline right there. So as you going up that path, you're going to exert a little more force, a little more effort to get up that path. So when you begin to think about, check that, when you begin to think about thinking differently, things begin to change. I used to think one way a whole lot for a long time. And one of the reasons that people think that the way that they think is because of their environment. Because of their environment. What do they subject themselves to? And also, that's the two main reasons right there. What is your environment and what do you subject yourself to? And a lot of what you subject yourself to is because of your environment. Not all the time, but largely what you subject yourself to is because of your environment. Now, granted, you can't help the environment that you're born into, but you can help within a large reason the environment that you stay in or that you create for yourself. So before I go on, I want to go ahead and do the product reveal. Brand new t-shirt, dropping today. Think different, live different. And if you check it out, man, I was so grateful to be able to put this design together. The crown on this young man's head actually spells the word think. The crown spells the word think. And then below there, you have different. So you have think, you have different. All right? And then in his forehead, that's good. In his forehead, you have the word live, L-I-V-E, live, and the remaining portion of his face makes the word different. Different. So the crown makes think, different, live, different. Any questions? So again, I'm very grateful to be able to be releasing this product to you all. I'm believing it's going to be $1 million shirt. $1 million shirt. You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because when you see it, it invokes a process of thinking in the mindset of the person. When you see it, it invokes a different feeling of emotion. Wow, this is a young black man. This is a young black boy. All right? And I ain't got to get into the whole, you know what I'm saying, theory and the conspiracy to destroy black boys. That's documented. You can find it the whole 9. But my goal here at Plan Maturity and the Marquise Trent brand is to create products, to create services that will be able to assist in this battle. If you saw the opening images and pictures, that's another thing that really blessed me. When you see the 2-lane highway I was standing on, the valley of decision, so to speak, where you could go that way or you could turn around and go that way. And then the powerful quotes, man, the powerful quotes that you saw on the boardwalk, those were some powerful quotes, man. You understand what I'm saying? Especially the one about the war ending. You understand what I'm saying? And these young men, I'm on the battlefield. It's bigger to me than just earning money and making money. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of it, and I'm appreciative to be able to earn an income by giving products of value and services of value. But nonetheless, I lived in this stuff, man. I got partners doing 2 life sentences. I got partners doing a life sentence plus 43 years. I got folks doing 25 years in prison. You understand what I'm saying? If there were more programs, now granted, people gonna make their choice, get that. But I had one of my partners who doing multiple life sentences tell me himself from a prison in the mountains, bro, I ain't had no guidance, bro. I ain't had no guidance. That's how I say it. I ain't had no guidance, bro. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have somebody in his life that could say, bro, this is the way you should go. Don't do this, do that. So selling drugs and robbing and all other types of extreme criminality, that was his lifestyle. That was his way of life, and it got him to where he is. But I'm so grateful that he's a changed man. You know what I'm saying? His whole way of thinking has changed, so he's thinking different. So now he's living different, even in prison with multiple life sentences. You understand what I'm saying? But by his change in thought processes, he can begin to affect the other young men and even some of the older cats that come in there, but he can affect some of the other young people coming in there, maybe with not so much time. Maybe they got a nickel, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they got 10 years, 7 years, 8 years, 15 years. It's a long time, but when you thinking different and you living different, you can affect those on the outside. So it's your folk Marquise, man. I just want to encourage folks, think different, man. Just believe, set your intention and set your mind to want to change. And you will begin to attract things. I promise you this stuff is real. I promise you you'll begin to attract things. Perfect example, and I'm getting ready to close out. I was just thinking a couple days ago when I was messing with my dog, I'm like, man, he a good dog and I love him. I had him almost 10 years, but he needs some discipline. He needs some training. When I tell him sit, he'll sit. When I tell him lay down, he'll probably lay down. But he got a habit and way of thinking and moving and operating where he's still wild. He still like to just do his own thing. So I'm like, man, I want to get him some dog training. I literally thought about this in the last 3 days. And here I am walking out here to find a good place to record. And guess what? I just walked into a dog trainer right over there training dogs. Seen the dude, he got his animal. I seen another young lady, she got her animal on the leash. And I'm like, man, he talking about giving the young lady directions. I'm like, what you doing, man? Is this dog training? He was like, yeah. I'm like, bro, you can't make this up. So set your intention, set your heart on good things. In the scripture, y'all already know where I stand. In the scripture, you say, think on those things that are good or pure, of a good report, and honest, and things of that nature. On those things, think. But when you stay thinking about negativity, when you stay thinking about poverty, when you stay thinking about what you don't have and lack and what you ain't accomplished yet and all these different things, that's where your mindset is. That's when you begin to continuously attract those realities. But if you have faith and step out on faith and begin to think differently, then I promise you, you will begin to live differently. It's your folk Marquise, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Go on and get the shirt. Go to the website, marquisetrent.com. Place your order. We got them in black. We're going to have them in white. We have them in youth sizes also. Go on and get the shirt. Go on ahead and pre-order the book, Overstanding, a comprehensive look at gangster rap and its effect on our generations. I love y'all. Y'all blessed.